Someone is coming back into your life, but their reason will shatter your heart. If you believe in God, type Amen. This is a very important message for you today. Do not ignore it. Pay attention closely, for what is unfolding in the unseen is meant for your understanding now, not later. In the stillness of your soul, something has been quietly stirring, a whisper, a shadow, a memory that refuses to die. You have tried to move forward. You've tried to forget. You've tried to silence the ache. But even as the days turned to nights and the weeks blurred into months, a quiet echo remained in the chambers of your heart. An unfinished sentence. An unanswered question. A person who left, but whose absence never truly departed. Now, without warning, the wheel of time is spinning once more. And someone is coming back. The person you never thought you would hear from again, the one whose name once lived in your prayers and your tears, the one whose silence pierced more deeply than any word ever spoken, is being sent back into your life. But not for the reasons you hoped. Not for the love you imagined. Not for the healing you begged heaven for. They are coming, and the reason will shatter your heart. There are moments in life when the return of someone feels like the revival of breath, like the sun rising after too many nights of darkness. And yet, sometimes, the return is not a resurrection, but a revelation. The kind that shakes your core and leaves you trembling under the weight of the truth. This is one of those moments. A moment wrapped in beauty and sorrow. A divine interruption. A moment your soul cannot ignore. They are coming because there is something they must say. Something they've hidden. Something they've buried. It is not a confession of love, though it may appear like one at first. It is not a promise to make things right, even though the words might sound like restoration. It is not closure, though it may carry the illusion of peace. It is something deeper. It is something you didn't expect. And it will hurt. This person carries with them a secret. A story that was never told. A truth you were never meant to discover, until now. They will not come with malice. They will not come to harm. But they are carrying a truth that has weighed on them for a long time. They have tried to forget it. They have tried to pretend it didn't matter. But it does. And now, they are unable to carry it alone any longer. The weight of their silence has become too heavy. They have tried to move on from you, but something always pulls them back, not love, but the need to confess. They are not coming because they want a new beginning with you. They are coming because they cannot escape the consequence of what happened between you. They are not the same person they once were. The time apart has changed them, not into the person you dreamed of, but into someone who has finally realized what they did wrong. And yet, the confession they bring will not be a bomb. It will be a blade, clean and sorrowful. Because the truth will cut you, but it will also free you. You may feel joy when you first see them. The sound of their voice, the light in their eyes, it may awaken everything you buried. Your heart may beat faster. Your breath may catch. You may think, just for a moment, that destiny is correcting itself. But then, like a slow unraveling thread, the truth will come forth. It may begin in a whisper. It may be clothed in tears. But it will shake you. And you will realize, this return was never about reunion. It was always about revelation. They are coming to tell you what they could not say before. They are coming to tell you why they left, what they hid, and who they truly were during the time you thought they loved you. They will confess things that will change how you see them. They will reveal choices, moments, decisions, things that happened behind your back, things they justified to themselves in the past, but can no longer hide. And in that moment, your heart may shatter. Because what you believed, what you held on to, what you hoped for, it will not match the truth. You may wonder if anything you shared was real. You may question your worth. You may ask why they waited so long to say these things. And they will not have the answers you seek. They are not coming to fix what they broke. They are coming to confess what they could not carry alone. It will feel like betrayal all over again. It will feel like you are losing them for a second time, only this time, with eyes wide open. But do not be afraid of this pain. It is not here to destroy you. It is here to release you. Because the story you told yourself in their absence was only half the truth. Now, you will finally hold the whole of it, even if it breaks you first. There is something sacred in the shattering. There is something holy in the heartbreak. Because from these broken pieces, you will finally see clearly. You will stop wondering. You will stop waiting. You will stop holding your breath for someone who could never give you what you deserved. The return of this person will feel like the end, but it is, in truth, the beginning. The beginning of your freedom. The beginning of your healing. The beginning of the chapter that no longer includes them in the way it once did. And though the tears may fall, and your soul may ache, you will rise. You will rise from the ashes of their truth. You will rise from the ruin of what could have been. Because now, you will no longer be haunted by the unknown. You will no longer be trapped in questions. You will no longer need to wonder if they ever cared, or if the love you gave mattered. Because you will know. You will know the truth. And that truth will be your liberation. You are not losing anything by letting go of what never truly belonged to you. You are not forsaken. You are not forgotten. You are being prepared for something greater, something real, something pure. This heartbreak is not a punishment. It is a passage. A sacred transition. One that will hurt, yes. But also one that will transform. You are being called to release what was never meant to stay, to mourn what never fully bloomed, to grieve what almost was, and to walk boldly into the future that awaits you, one not built on broken promises or half-truths, but on clarity, authenticity, and love that does not hide in shadows. You may want to ask them why. You may want to scream. You may want to ask them how they could carry such a truth and say nothing all this time. But even if you don't get the apology you deserve, even if their words falter and their remorse feels incomplete, understand this: the return was never about them. It was about you. It was about your growth, your healing, your closure. So, prepare your heart. Anchor your spirit. Do not be surprised when their message reaches you. It may come in person. It may come through a phone call, a message, a letter. It may come when you least expect it. But it will come. And when it does, breathe deeply. Let yourself feel everything. But do not let it define you. Because you are more than this heartbreak. You are more than the version of yourself that once waited for them. You are more than the dreams you built around their name. You are not the abandoned. You are the awakened. You are not the broken. You are the becoming. And after the tears fall, after the silence settles, after the goodbye is final, you will find peace. A peace that was waiting for you all along, just beyond the truth. This was the message you were meant to receive. Do not ignore it. For your heart will understand its meaning, even if your mind is not ready yet. The return is near. The reason will hurt. But your soul will rise. And in that rising, you will remember who you are, and who you were always meant to be. God says, someone is coming back into your life, but their reason will shatter your heart. This message is for you. Do not take it lightly. Do not scroll past what was carved into the wind of this hour. This is not an accident. Heaven opened for this moment. The skies moved to deliver this page to you. And you must read slowly, with trembling hands, and let every syllable travel into the aching corners of your soul. Because the person you prayed for, the one you cried about in the middle of the night, the one your soul could never truly let go of, they are coming back. But not for the reason you think. And this return, oh, child of light, this return is laced in both divine design and devastating realization. And before it happens, God wanted to speak this over you. Because He doesn't want you to walk blindly into what's about to happen. You need clarity. You need spiritual armor. You need to sit with this message before the door swings open again. Because their knock will be soft, almost hesitant. Their voice will be slow, thoughtful, measured. They will not rush. They will not beg. but they will return like a shadow that finally finds the shape it belonged to. And they will carry something behind their back. A truth. A confession. A memory they never told you about. And when they place it in your hands, your soul will tremble. Not because they hate you. Not because they want to harm you. But because they have finally decided to speak a truth they've buried for years. A truth that might change how you see everything. The person who once walked away from you, the one whose silence you never understood, the one who changed like the wind and never gave you closure, that person has been wrestling with the torment of a decision they made under pressure, under confusion, under emotional manipulation by others. Someone whispered lies into their ears. Someone made them believe you were the wrong one. Someone cast doubts on your heart. And they believed it. And because they didn't have the courage to face you, they walked away without a word, hoping silence would be the final answer. But silence did not set them free. It trapped them. And now they are walking back. Not because they want to pick up where things left off, but because they can no longer carry the secret that has haunted them since they left. They are coming to tell you why they vanished. Why they turned cold. Why they pretended they didn't care when inside they were breaking. But the reason, my child, will not be easy to hear. It is laced in betrayal, yet also in heartbreak. It is both confession and conclusion. It is the kind of truth that will set you free but leave you shattered for a moment. That is why heaven is preparing you now. Because the moment is already set. It is scheduled in the scrolls of divine timing. You are not imagining things. You've been feeling it because your spirit knew something was coming. In the quiet moments recently, you felt your chest tighten. In dreams, they've appeared. Their name has randomly crossed your thoughts. Songs, signs, sudden waves of nostalgia, you've been sensing them without even trying. That's because their spirit has already begun reaching toward you. They are scared. They do not know how you will respond. They are not even sure they deserve to be heard. But the burden inside them is too heavy now, and they know they must face you one more time. But here is where heaven leans closer to whisper a warning. Not every return is a reconciliation. Some returns are revelations. Some people come back not to stay, but to free themselves. And you, beloved, must not confuse their apology for a promise. They may not be meant to stay. They may not be meant to rebuild. They may be sent only to release what was unspoken so you can finally move forward with peace instead of unanswered questions. Yes, their reason will shatter you, because you will realize that love was real, but fear won. That you were not unworthy, but they were unready. That their silence was not emptiness, but agony. And though you longed for their voice, they were screaming internally all this time. Their soul was not cold, it was confused. and confusion made them cruel. You must hear them. But you must also hear God louder. You are about to be trusted with a sacred test. A return that will feel like fate. A moment where the past knocks and you must choose whether to open the door to truth, or keep the lock of pain. You will hear things that shake you. You will see tears you never thought you'd see fall from their eyes. You will feel their remorse. You will hear them say your name like it still matters. And it does. But not the way you think. Because your journey is not backward. God has prepared you for what's ahead. This return is a bridge, not a home. It is meant to help you walk over what you once drowned in. Their words are a boat to help you cross the stormy waters of your own confusion. But once you reach the shore, you must step off. You must not beg them to stay on the other side. They have their own path to walk. And you have wings to unfold that they were never meant to carry. But this will hurt. Let's not lie about it. It will hurt in a way that feels like truth cutting through bone. It will hurt to hear them say they were too scared to love you. It will hurt to realize they let go not because you weren't enough, but because they felt unworthy of the way you loved them. You saw them. You understood them. You forgave what others mocked. You stayed when others ran. And that frightened them. Because no one had ever loved them without condition. And when you did, they panicked. And left. So now they return to confess, not because they expect you to love them again, but because they finally love themselves enough to admit what they ruined. They may tell you about the lies someone else told them about you. They may tell you that a third party poisoned their heart with jealousy. That they were told you were fake. That they were told you had motives. That someone said you were only pretending. And in their fear, they believed those voices instead of asking your truth. And now they regret it. Because they've watched your life from afar. And nothing that person said has proven true. In fact, you've only become more authentic. More powerful. More radiant. And now, they feel the shame of realizing they walked away from the one soul who never lied to them. And they can't carry that pain anymore. But let me warn you again, this return is not a doorway to start over. It is a moment to finally close a chapter with clarity. You will feel things rise. You will feel old wounds ache. You will feel part of your heart want to go back. But you must listen to the Spirit. You must hear what God says in the silence after they speak. Their words will echo. But only one voice is eternal. That is the voice that calls you higher. Do not let this return distract you from your destiny. Let it complete something. Let it release something. Let it awaken something. But do not let it chain you again. This is not about starting over with them. This is about starting over with yourself. Yes, they are coming. But not to stay. They are coming to return what they stole, your understanding of why things broke. They are coming to return your peace, your answers, your final closure. And when you receive it, you must stand in grace, not grief. You must not beg them to stay. You must not shrink back into the version of you who waited for their love. You must bless them. And then let them go again. Not because you are cold, but because you are healed. Heaven does not repeat broken cycles. Heaven reveals what was hidden so you can rise. And here is what's next. After they come and after they speak, something in you will shatter, but in the most divine way. Because you will finally break the illusion that they held your worth. And as that illusion falls, you will stand taller. And love will come again. But not from them. From someone who sees you now and doesn't need to run. Someone who doesn't need to leave to understand your value. Someone who doesn't need to come back, because they'll never walk away. Your future is not in the past. But the past is coming to knock so you can finally move forward without chains. Be ready. Your soul already knows. Keep praying. Stay rooted. Watch for the signs. Be slow to react. Listen more than you speak. Let them speak first. Let the Spirit guide your response. You don't owe them your heart. You owe yourself your healing. And when they leave again, as they must, do not cry the same tears. Let them fall, yes, but let them fall as water to the soil where your new beginning grows. The past is returning. But not to hold you back. It's returning, to release you. Now breathe, child. Something holy is near. And it will be hard. But it will set you free. And finally, when it's over, you will say, I know now. And you will smile. And walk forward. And never look back. If you believe in God, type Amen.